This is a fairly new account, and it started with the hopes of honing a craft that I enjoy and hope that someday will reflect my imagination. Right now, there is this huge gap between what I want to make and what I end up replicating on the editing app. I know the solution is to keep practicing, to show up, to improve, and close that gap. But then there's this voice. You think you have the mind of an artist? These videos, this is what you call art? An 11-year-old could do this. And with that, the rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper, till I stop posting and stew in the slough of self-deprecating thoughts. But what's the solution? Because here's the thing, I don't want to stop. I'm fully aware of this unrealized potential, and even as I say those words, I get a little uncomfortable in my seat. I guess it's accepting all of the above in front of an audience that makes me squirm a little. I can't just sit around waiting for motivation to strike. Motivation is unreliable. At the start of this year, I spent a month back home in India. I ate, traveled, spent time with family, and shot hours of videos. These clips have been sitting in my library, untouched, waiting to be woven into a story. But every time I tried, I'd think, there's no real story here. I came back, life resumed. But maybe that's the story. And maybe that trip sparked something, a desire to push myself to finally begin this journey of realizing my creative potential. Over the past few months, I've been writing and rewriting scripts. I filmed videos. I haven't posted much, but what I did post took up more time and energy than it probably looks. In the spirit of pushing myself far, far outside my comfort zone, I've started posting, even without full confidence in what I'm sharing. There's this account I follow on Instagram, Alex on a Budget, and something she said really stuck with me. Not because I hadn't heard it before, but because how she framed it, the words she used. She said, drop the excuses, and my favorite, stubborn consistency. Now that one hit me hard. Because consistency, especially stubborn consistency, is something I wrestle with every single day. It's this cycle. I hesitate to shoot because I doubt I can translate my vision. That leads to not creating, which means I don't get better, which gives me more reasons to avoid creating, and just like that, I've built a perfect vicious cycle for myself. So the question still remains, what's the solution? How do I stop overthinking and just take action? Honestly, I think I've already started answering that by not obsessing over the inside stab on Instagram or YouTube, by simply showing up. And that's what I've been trying to do these past 3 months, fighting the urge to spiral and pushing through that vicious cycle. And you know what? I can already see progress, not in views or likes, don't get me wrong, but in my craft. I can see the difference between my first video and the most recent one. And for now, that's enough. I'm learning to be okay with taking it one day at a time. Okay with spending hours on a video that still doesn't match my imagination, because someday it will. And when it does, I'll be glad I kept going. So if you're watching this, I hope you will stick around. I hope you'll join me on this journey. See you in the next video. Bye.